In Turkish, pronouns are largely the same as in English. Ben is identical to I. Biz same as we. Onlar to they. These are used in the exact same manner as in English.
Ben, sen, o. Biz, siz, onlar. Ben geldim, biz geldik, onlar geldi.
However, for the others, you, y'all, he, she, and it, there are some differences to note. Unlike in English, where you is used regardless of situation or to whom you are speaking, Turkish has two words. Sen is singular and for people you are on informal terms with, such as friends, family, classmates, or even just random people who are the same age as you or younger, such as you're talking on the internet, you're just somewhere in front of the cashier at a supermarket, such like this. Siz is either used when addressing multiple individuals, who and what are unimportant. This would be like in English, y'all, you guys, or whatever people say where you are. Or a single person with whom you wish to speak formally, such as teacher, boss, elder, customer, and other such serious situations. While basically no native speaker would ever take issue with a foreigner accidentally using the wrong one, you should still be careful. It can be rude, cold, inappropriate, or even offensive.
Sen çay içtin, siz çay içtiniz. Hoş geldin, hoş geldiniz.
And lastly, third person singular. Here, English is actually the more complicated. The Turkish language has no gendered grammatical rules to speak of, so here, no matter who or what you are talking about, he, she, or it, all would be o. Your mother, your brother, your dog, your shoe would all be addressed in the same manner.
O geldi.
Possessive pronouns, likewise, are fairly straightforward. For first person, my is benim, our bizim. In cases where you are using sen, your would be senin, whereas if siz, your would be sizin. And for third person, his, hers, its, all would be onun, and their, onların. These never change, regardless of context, case, role in the sentence, anything.
Benim, senin, onun. Bizim, sizin, onların.
You may have noticed all of them are simply the pronouns with an extra thing added to the end. And not only is that correct, but you added an extra thing for the noun too.
Ben, im, benim. Sen, in, senin. O, nun, onun. Biz, im, bizim. Siz, in, sizin. Onlar, ın, onların. Benim kedim, senin kalemin, onun arabası, bizim evimiz, sizin defteriniz, onların üzümü.
You'll see on the table and examples exactly what we are adding to the nouns. But before you add the personal prefix, add a vowel according to rules I will explain in a moment. Onlar and o act the same. If it ends in a vowel, add s before the added vowel.
Kedim odaya girdi. Evi çok güzel. Defterinizi burada unuttunuz.
And this brings us to a very important concept in Turkish, one that you will see for almost every grammatical construction from now on: vowel harmony. The vowels you add for suffixes and particles depend on the last vowel of the word it's attached to.
Bizim arabamız. Bizim ayakkabımız. Sizin eviniz. Bizim kedimiz. Bizim balkonumuz. Sizin kutunuz. Konya'nın gölü. Bizim ütümüz.
Keep in mind, possessive pronouns are largely optional, and generally they are only used to specifically emphasize ownership. In normal cases, simply the noun with the personal suffix is more than enough to explain whose it belongs to. If we instead want to say something belongs to something or someone specifically, using a normal noun or name, then add nin, if it ends in a vowel, or in if it ends in a consonant. As always, the exact vowel depends on the vowel harmony rules I mentioned earlier. If the noun you are using is a name, then add an apostrophe before the nun suffix. Lastly, there are some short words that would add ye, but don't worry about that yet. It is still much too early, and you have more than enough things already to focus on in this lesson.
Buse'nin kedisi. Evin bahçesi. Karamelka'nın oyuncağı. Ruhun ışığı.
And this brings us to another important concept in Turkish, one that you will again need to memorize. When you're adding suffixes and particles to nouns that end in consonants, sometimes the consonants soften. Pe becomes be, che becomes j, ka goes to yumuşak ge, and in rare cases, mostly with old words, but usually not, te will become de.
P, B, Ç, C, K, yumuşak G. Kitap, benim kitabım. Ağaç, ormanın ağacı. Ördek, gölün ördeği. Yurt, benim yurdum. Ot, bahçenin otu.
You will need to familiarize yourself with both the vowel harmony and the consonant softening rules, because these two rules are used in general when adding suffixes, particles to nouns. You will see this many times, but we will remind you when it appears again, and in general, it should be fairly natural. It is very difficult to break that sometimes with the way your mouth works. One last note, all of these rules are for the present tense. You cannot use them in future or past. If you want to learn how to do that, keep watching for future lessons. Thank you for listening, and don't worry about forgetting. You shouldn't try to be perfect, just better than yesterday. You can always listen and practice more. If you want to practice with us, or you have a comment or a question about the lesson, leave us a message below, and we will be happy to help. We are uploading new videos every Sunday and Monday, so subscribe if you want to be notified, and we hope to see you again next week. Have a good day.
Bugün pazar. Bugün beni ilk defa güneşe çıkardılar. Ve ben ömrümde ilk defa gökyüzünün bu kadar benden uzak, bu kadar mavi, bu kadar geniş olduğuna şaşarak kımıldamadan durdum. Sonra saygıyla toprağa oturdum, dayadım sırtımı duvara. Bu anda ne düşmek dalgalara, bu anda ne kavga, ne hürriyet, ne karım. Toprak, güneş ve ben, bahtiyarım.
Today is Sunday. Today, for the first time, they took me out into the sun. And for the first time in my life, I looked at the sky, amazed that it was so far, and so blue, and so wide. I stood without moving, and then respectfully sat on the black earth, pressed my back against the wall. Now, not even a thought of dying, not a thought of freedom, of my wife, the earth, the sun, and me. I am happy.